Dante, the demon-angel hybrid, is back to take his prey in DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition on Xbox One and PS4. The Nephilim Demon Slayer dons his mighty sword Rebellion, as well as his signature guns, Ebony and Ivory, to save the world from the lurking threats of Limbo, a parallel dimension where demons roam freely. In his quest to defeat Demon King Mundus, Dante must ally himself with the Order, consisting of Virgil and Cat. Various missions put Dante in trying situations in which he must battle his way out and navigate strange, broken environments with his demon and angel abilities. This reboot stays true to Devil May Cry's classic roots, keeping the action deceptively simple and making it increasingly easier to chain together combos, to achieve really satisfying points and orbs that can be used to purchase upgrades. These upgrades apply both to Dante himself as well as to weapons, meaning that the amount of combos are growing with every upgrade you apply. The Definitive Edition takes this to the next level, making the combos more visually stunning to look at. At 1080p and 60 FPS, Dante's fluid movement has never looked better, and his animations flow like never before. Making use of air and land alike, you can take on countless unique enemies, and the game never fails to reward you for it. DMC is divided into missions, which is arguably the best way to play a game like this. The combat is intense and demanding, and while enjoyable, it feels nice to be rewarded with a grade at the end of each mission. You get a good look at how well you performed, and get to make alterations to the flow for your next go-around. The missions are the perfect length, with boss battles being separate missions of their own, and while the game is challenging, it never feels brutal. Punishment for death is minimal, with the game working on a checkpoint system, but your completion does take damage as death impacts your grade. On top of having 4 difficulty modes with different levels of AI for the enemies, DMC also has Turbo and Hardcore settings. Hardcore makes it so it's more difficult to maintain combos, while Turbo makes the game run 20% faster. There's even the coveted Style Must mode, where if you aren't holding at least an S-rank combo, enemies won't take damage. So there are plenty of ways to challenge yourself in this title. I would actually argue that it has the most varying difficulties out of any game that I've played. If you find yourself getting bored of the main game, don't worry, there's plenty else to do in the Definitive Edition. From wave battles where you fight enemies in quick succession, or fights with special requirements such as staying in the air or dying in one hit, there's plenty to do outside of the main storyline. And of course, if you complete the game and you're still looking for a little bit more, the Definitive Edition comes loaded with the DLC known as Virgil's Downfall, which might appeal to original DMC fans. It's absolutely post-game content, and there are a lot of spoilers if you play it before completing the game, so I would not recommend it. But once you're done, it's absolutely a sweet treat. Though this game is a lot of fun, it does lack in certain areas. If you're expecting the puzzle-solving brilliance of Devil May Cry 3, you're in the wrong place. If you want the same level of character charm, you should look elsewhere. The storyline here is organized, but is simply not complemented by the kind of unlikable characters. It takes a long time for Dante to become interesting and grow on you, and prior to his character growth, he feels very edgy for edgy's sake, which sort of fits the tone of the storyline in general, which is never good. His arrogance and trash talk lacks the charm of his original incarnation, and some of the writing feels very weak. That said, atmosphere is strong, thanks to the music and stunning visuals. DMC Devil May Cry is a great experience for current-gen console owners looking for fast-paced hack-and-slash action. While fans of the original might be disappointed with some of the changes, this game has comfortable controls and a combat system that arguably surpasses its predecessors. Ninja Theory and Capcom truly outdid themselves, and the Definitive Edition is worth every penny. We at the Game Room are grading DMC on its own scale, giving it a triple S for sensational. Thank you all for watching our first ever Game Room video review, and I hope you enjoyed it. For more on games like Devil May Cry and other stunning summer gems, make sure to come back soon for more from the Game Room.